name is Nicholas Moore, and today I'm going to teach you how to homestead. The word homestead comes from the Homesteading Act of 1862, which encouraged the settlement of the Great West by giving away free land to be farmed. Of course, we're not giving away free land. However, homesteading now refers to the lifestyle choice of self-sufficiency. Now, when you're thinking self-sufficiency, you're thinking, oh, guy on the island all living by himself. No. It means needing no outside help in satisfying one's basic needs, especially in regards to production of food. You can also recycle your own waste, and you can find ways to use your animals' waste to make clothing, soap, and so forth. Now, what does it take to make a homestead? First off, you're going to need money. Money is not the whole thing, but it does take a lot to get it started up. Secondly, you're going to need land to start on. And finally, you're going to need time. You need time to maintain and uphold your lifestyle. Now, when I go shopping for land, I look online because there are hundreds of thousands of deals out there all over America and the world. One place in particular that I like to look at when I'm going for a homestead is Ontario, Canada, because it's very remote and very isolated. Now, isolation is not the biggest part of a homestead, but if you don't want to have a bunch of, people around you and a lot of pollution nearby, you definitely want to put it into consideration. You also don't want to be so far out there that you don't have internet or access to an emergency service. One of the big things that I like to look at is soil. When it comes to soil, that is utmost important. How are you going to feed yourself and your animals if you don't have plants to grow? Soil has to have nitrates and all sorts of other stuff inside of it. Homemade everything. Now, when I say homemade everything, I mean everything. You can make clothes, you can make soap, you can make laundry detergent, you can get milk and eggs from your animals, and you can make all sorts of other things from the trees, from the grass, from the dirt. It's just using homemade items is great. Now, kids can go homesteading. When you have a homestead, kids are, if anything, more help. Just like a farmer, having lots of kids is the best. I personally have 2 kids, and I want to have a homestead because I expect them to help me with everything. They're going to learn how to garden. They're going to know how to help with animals. Now, this leads me to health benefits. When it comes to health benefits, you're living on a homestead. You have fresh air. You have fresh food. You have access to clean water, preferably. You have the ability to go outside and get eggs, be able to enjoy yourself, go out in the sun. Now, when you're talking about the outdoors and health benefits, you always have to talk about how it helps you lose weight, maintain cholesterol, strengthen your muscles, and of course, increase your overall health. Here in America, we have a very bad problem with obesity. When it comes to food, you have so many choices from plants you grow outside to plants you can grow inside of a greenhouse. You have all sorts of animals you can raise, from meat, cheeses, yogurt. You can get basically anything you need food-wise. The best part is no preservatives. Nothing has to last very long. That means you're not wasting much either, of course, but when it comes to fresh food, you don't need preservatives. So you get away from the health issues that preservatives come with autism and all sorts of other things. Now, recycling. You can recycle just about anything from reused plastic to using animal manure to help plants grow. You can use a compost heap to make nutrient-rich soil, and you can even use a wood chipper to break down all the metals and plastics so you can reuse them later. When it comes to raising animals, you better choose wisely. You better start with something easy like chickens or pigs. Chickens only really need a warm place to sleep and a little area so that they can walk around and eat. Pigs, they need a bit bigger of an area, but they can eat pretty much anything we can. Now, not very many people use fish in their homesteading, but I personally plan to use fish to help grow my starter plants. By using the plants to filter out the water, they take the oxygen rich water that comes down from the plants, which goes back up and makes the plants stronger. Now, how do you make money when you're living a self sufficient lifestyle? Well, you use the products that you make and the crafts that you make, and you go and you sell them, or you find people who are interested in coming and viewing your homestead and they pay you. Now, I want to make an online website. We're going to use Etsy and Wish, and basically you could sell any non-perishable items and stuff with long shelf life that could be sent through the mail. You can even make a YouTube channel that advertises your website and allows you to use your lifestyle to gain some popularity. A homestead gives you freedom to do something yourself, to learn a new skill, or to find something special that you never thought you needed before. From eating food to raising animals to living a happy life. Now, when it comes to family, family is everything to me, personally. You could make or break your family if you can't handle the stress of the situations that you're dealing with. You have to have fun. Having fun in a homestead is easy. There are a million things to do. You have every piece of land to go do it.